What's up? What's up? You already know who it is, and if you don't, I'm gonna go ahead and introduce myself. I am Alton the Analyst, and if you click this video, you already know what you're here for. I already know what you're here for, and that is One Piece spoilers 1126. Like I said, I'm Alton the Analyst, and just because you came here, look, I don't do this for free, so for you to help out, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and like this video, especially because it just helps. So help a brother out. And make sure you guys go ahead and follow the source, that is Pewpiece on Twitter. This is the guy that I depict, well, guy or gal or they or them or whatever they go by. They are the source of this spoiler that I'm able to bring to you today. Last chapter, a lot happened in 1125. We started things off by continuing with Yamato. Last week we didn't have any news about Yamato returning or anything for her cover story to be returning, but they are, and it finds out that the carpenter that Frankie worked for, who is also the same carpenter that Oda said worked on the door that the bandit fixed back in chapter 1, when you know what happened with East Blue. He's the same person that fixed that door. He's everywhere. This guy's everywhere. I forgot his name off his head, but he is missing. So now he's become something of importance in this cover story. We also have Rob Lucci reporting that he unalived Stussy. Well, people are either thinking this. He either unalived her off screen, which I doubt that happened, but knowing Oda, it's not a possibility. But what I think that what Rob Lucci has figured going on is, before he separated, or the last time he saw Stussy, he stabbed her or he wounded her. I have to go back, but most likely I'll be showing the panel that happened. But he did something to her. He must thinks that she died from those wounds, and Kaku must have told him that she did pass on from those wounds, so she could be able to escape and do whatever. I wouldn't be surprised if she ends up linking up with the Vegapunk that is just made up with different parts of Vegapunks. Reminds me of that time where like Marvel tried to sell you a toy, but then had an extra little part for a toy that could just put together for one basically Super Scroll wannabe. But you know what I'm talking about. We see that York basically proves that she is the weakest link when it comes to the Vegapunks. Maybe she is the dumbest Vegapunk because she was outsmarted by every other one of them, or maybe all of them working together was just too much for her intelligence because she lost the cloud, and I don't know why she didn't think of a way to lock that down before anything. One of the big jaw droppers of 1125 was Garland coming into the Gorosei room claiming that he will be giving orders to York from now on, and that he is the new defense of science, as far as, so basically he's the new Saturn. And I guess what happens to Saturn is Emu can hit you with the Autonomos from anywhere, I guess. No, I'm just playing, but at the same time it seems that Emu has the power to take away the immortality and whatever the transformation or technique they probably have and powers that they have, and he or she is able to grant that power to someone else. So like I said last episode, let's not be surprised if we see Garland able to transform into that spider monster or to some other kind of monster that's similar to what the Gorosei has. And at the end we finally see Monkey D. Dragon make a move with his mouth. No diddy. Because he's not making any moves no sooner. I pretty much can say we're not probably going to see a muscle move from Monkey D. Dragon until 2025, maybe 2026, but we'll see. But he finally just says more than one sentence in this whole goddamn arc. Now let's start off with the chapter 1126 spoilers. It will be called Payback. We start off with the cover story. Yamato discovers that the Soba Shop girls have disappeared too. So like I said earlier, we found out until the chapter came out that the carpenter is missing. Now we find out that the Soba Shop girls are missing too. So some mystery is going on. Somebody is going around kidnapping these Wano natives, or just people that live in Wano. And now it looks like we're going to have to see if it's going to be solved within this cover story, or if it's going to be another mystery added to the One Piece mystery box. Shank's crew versus Bartholomew crew. The Bartholomew pirates are defeated and the Shanks pirates give them a poison intended to kill Luffy within a month. Well, I mean, look, I always said Shanks was a snitch, or he was a rat, you know what I'm saying, and that he might end up trying to pack Luffy up down the road. But poison? Nah, I don't take Shanks as a coward. I might say he's a snitch, I might say he's a rat, but I don't think he's a coward. And I don't think he has people like Yasop and Ben Beckman, or maybe Lucky Roo, going along with his plans that I feel that he has. So I think this is a bluff. And I guess I was right, because it says, however, Bartholomew drinks the poison himself to save Luffy, but the poison turns out to be fake. It was merely a loyalty test from Shanks. You see, that's why I always mess with Bartholomew. He has been loyal since day one. And did y'all hear he did get cast in the season 2 for the live action? Yeah, y'all go look it up. But yes, he is the #1 loyalist to the Straw Hats. This man was able to drink poison, just the fact that just knowing he couldn't beat Shanks' crew, but he wasn't going to sit there and betray Luffy. He drank the poison. That's my boy. As the Bartholomew pirates try to escape, Yasop shoots them and the Bartholomew ships explode in the sea. So I don't know. I feel like I need more context into this scene. I don't know if it was just Bartholomew. I keep messing up his name. Bartholomew and his crew was trying to escape, or it was just his crew that was just trying to escape and try to leave Bartholomew to his fate. I don't know. But it just doesn't make sense that they would test his loyalty to Luffy, but then destroy his ship. Is it on some, yeah, we fucks with Luffy too, but we still standing on business on what you did? Or is this like well, alright, you good, but your crew gotta go because you did what you did? I don't know. I feel like it's some context. I mean, it's always context missing when it comes to these videos that I make, because I get the earliest releases of spoilers and then don't follow up until the next week. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be context, and next week we will have the answer for that context. Teach returns to Hachinosu furious at Pizarro for allowing Kobe to escape, but he congratulates Kusan for capturing Garp. So I guess we know that Garp's alive, because he didn't say unaliving Garp, he just said capturing. I don't feel like there's more to feed into this scene until we do get the release of the manga and probably get more context of what their conversation is going to allude to from this scene. 2 days after the Egghead incident, Thousand Sunny disappears in the sea with Luffy, Sanji, Nami, Zoro, Chopper, and Usopp. Okay, Oda, I started to understand, especially where we are now, why you had a little princess / royalty thing when it comes to post-time skip, why every arc had to involve someone with royalty in it in some kind. But what's up with the separations, bro? We get separated in Dressrosa. We get separated kinda in Zoe. We get separated for Whole Cake Island. You spoil us back by putting all the Straw Hats back together in Wano and for Egghead, and now we're getting separated again? Oh my god. Not an Elbaf. Please, not an Elbaf. The remaining Straw Hat crew, along with Bonnie, Lilith, and the Giants, are still on the Elbaf ship, left in shock. So basically, the last 4 Straw Hats to be recruited in the crew are still with Bonnie, Lilith, and the Giants, while our starting 6 has just vanished on the Sunny. I don't know. I know I just complained, but this is getting interesting. Okay, I don't know if this person, or whoever's doing this is. I don't know. Maybe we are getting close to the man with the scarred face that can, the guy with that can make whirlwinds they were talking about for the last polyglyph. At the end of the chapter, Nami wakes up in a strange room. All right, whose room is this? Is this Loki's room? Is this the silhouette guy who might be Loki? Is it Scopper Kaban that everyone thinks that is the silhouette person? Or is this room even on Elbaf? Are we getting on a arc where basically, what kind of arc I would think? I would say a distraction arc. One of those arcs where we intend to go to one island, but we have to do a pit stop to one island because of something going on. I would say the same things happen with when we were on our way to Alabasta, but we had to go to Greenbit Island, and then because of Greenbit Island, we had to end up going to Drum Island for a doctor. I think this is one of those times, so maybe we might be at another island that no one thought of so far, or some island that just so we can slow down the hype, or just be a fucking distraction from us actually reaching Elbaf. Then for the most important discovery, no break next week. Unfortunately, since there's no break next week, there won't be any Jeopardy this next week or anything like that. But don't worry, guys. I'm working on episode 3 of Jeopardy, and episode 4 of Jeopardy, I believe, is still able or available to be watched on Twitch. If it's not, don't worry, it will be on this channel also. I'm Alton the Analyst. I don't really have anything further to say about this chapter. Just by these spoilers alone, I just want to see the context, see the images, and but other than that, outside of that, it seems like it's going to be a banger of a chapter. Let me know what you guys think. Also, put some predictions or theories, One Piece related, into the comments, and I'll try to, read them and answer them or make some videos out of them. Give you a little idea. Like always, please subscribe, like this video. That really helps this channel out, pushes it up to the algorithm, so all those One Piece fans can be sitting here and joining us and engaging it with us. Share this to a One Piece fan, and don't forget to subscribe, because I like seeing you guys join the club. All right, join the crew. All right, bon voyage.